My project consists of two experiments. One is called following directions, and my second one is called the Stroop effect. For my first project is the following directions. My problem was that I wanted to know why students have a hard time following instructions. So I conducted this experiment using three groups. Group 1 is boys, Group 2 is girls, Group 3 consists of 2 boys and 2 girls.
The most important question would be 20.
Yeah, go grab a computer. Don't use live. Don't use live. Finish first. No. Steven. Miss Coral. It's okay. Because they're detective misconduct. Oh? Okay, can you sign it? Your iTunes account. So, well, this one's more powerful. So, like, you have your own account, like, block you and certain things that go down there. Have you ever run into a problem with it? It's nice. I know these cool photos. It's like 10 cases. I do this.
We have 5 minutes left. Or 3 minutes. After I was done conducting the experiment, I asked the test subjects a couple of questions. Here is their answers. So I'm gonna ask you a question. On your paper, why didn't you do anything? Okay, let's go. So why didn't you do anything?
Because I read the directions.
What was your strategy? Like, what did 3 times? You've done it before? Okay then, that's it. That's it. I just so Joshua, right? Do you remember the test I made you take? The quiz? Okay, so take me by what did you do first?
Huh?
What did you do first when you got the paper?
Do everything I did.
Why did you decide to do everything first?
And had no.
So why did you decide to do everything first?
I don't know. That's all thought. I just
Okay.
did what I did. I thought was perfect. Up until I read.
So are you saying you're used to reading everything first and working it? You're used to doing everything first?
Ways.
So, if you could do anything different, what would you do? Hold on. Where's the So, when you got the paper, what did you do first?
I followed the instructions written on the paper.
Okay, take me by your strategies that you used.
Well, as a person, I typically
Somebody else coming back. They're not pretty.
Yeah, really. So what?
Well, I like to work with what I believe first, and then after that point, improvise to see what was the best option.
Okay, so I noticed that you did question 19 where you stand up and yelled you finished first. How'd you feel?
Accomplished, I guess.
Okay. And if you can do anything different this time, what would you do?
Most likely, I would just read all of them and then go back to answer.
Thank you, Louis. So, Gabe, you remember the test I made you take?
Yes.
Okay. What did you do first when you got the paper?
Wrote my name on the paper.
Okay. And then, after that, what'd you do?
Read the questions.
Did you read the questions? Or
Yeah.
did you do the questions and...
I read all the questions first.
Okay, so I noticed that you had some writing and that then you tried to erase it. Would you explain to me why?
Because I then just started doing the questions.
The questions. So you read all of them?
I read them all first, then just did them.
So how do you feel after taking it? Like how'd you felt?
Like to be honest, I read like the first two, then I did them, then I read like the last few, and I felt like kind of whack, you know. I was like, oh, I didn't need to do all that, you know.
Okay. If you could take it again, what would you... If you could do this test again, what would you do differently?
Read all the questions first, and then start working on it.
Okay, that's it. So what's your name? Okay, so when I gave you the paper, what did you first do? Oh, why is that? Like, why'd you just put your name?
That's what I always do on my paper.
So you're used to it?
Yeah.
Then what'd you do after that?
Started doing paper.
Huh?
One by one.
Start doing what?
Started doing each question one by one.
Okay. So why did you do the questions one by one?
I just started doing it.
So you're saying like you're used to it? So how'd you feel after you were done with the test?
I found it funny.
Why is that?
Because at first I didn't read the directions, but I really did. So I just did the paper.
So if you can do anything different, what would you do?
Read the directions first, and then all the directions actually.
Okay. So say your name.
Angelina.
Angelina, when you first got your paper, what did you do?
I put my name on it.
What'd you do after?
Because I do that every
Wait, what?
I always put my name on it.
Okay, so after that, what'd you do?
I was reading like before the I started doing like half of it.
So you're used to like doing the questions as you're going on? Why is that?
I always do that.
So how'd you feel after you took the test?
I don't know. I don't know. I felt confused. Like, I should have read all of it.
Okay, if you can do anything different, what would you have done?
I would have read all the directions and then
Okay, thanks.
Hi, my name's Kat, and Okay, so Kat, when you first got your paper, what did you do?
I put my name on it, and after that, I just kind of started doing the questions. But then I remembered that a while back I had done the same thing, so then I just stopped, and then I read the last question, and yeah.
So how did you feel after taking the test?
I was a little bit confused, but I thought it was kind of funny at the same time.
If you could do anything different, what would you do?
I would read everything before I do it.
So like read the directions first? Okay, that's it. So what's your name?
Celia,
So Celia, what'd you do first when you got your paper?
well, I put my name on it.
What'd you do after that?
I read the directions halfly.
Half of them?
Yeah.
What? Then what?
Then I did all the questions, and then I saw the last question, and then I read the whole directions.
Okay. How'd you feel after the test?
Disappointed.
So, disappointed? Why so?
Because I should have read the directions.
So, I remember asking you after the test about one of the questions, and you said that you felt embarrassed. The one that you had to talk out loud. Why is that?
Because I don't think they'll talk out loud in a test.
Why so? Why would you have that thought in your head? Like,
Because a test is supposed to be quiet.
so if you can do anything different, what would you do?
I will read the directions first.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So start off by saying your name. Yeah. No.
What did you do when you first got your paper? Well, I was told to read it and the directions, and I didn't read all of them, and it was really stupid. What did you do after the test? Like, how'd you feel? Offended. So repeat that again. I felt like really stupid. Because I read through it and then I found out on the last thing that I did it completely wrong, and I was like, oh, I actually poked holes in it. So if you could do it all over again, what would you do differently? I read through the directions. Okay, that's it. So start off by saying your first name and last name. Okay. What'd you do when you first got your paper? I mean, I read it, but I skimmed through it. I didn't really read it through. How'd you feel after taking the test? I felt stupid. Why so? Because I didn't read most of it. Okay, and if you can do anything different, what would you do? I would actually read it all. Okay, that's it.
Start off by saying your first name.
Gus.
Okay. So what'd you do first when you first got your paper?
I read the directions.
You read the directions. Have you done this before?
Yeah.
You have? Well, that's it, because you really didn't do much, so that's it. Yeah. No, wait, hold on. Hold on. So, how'd you feel when you weren't doing anything and the rest of your group was?
Weird.
Why so?
Because we were working in teams and I didn't know that I was supposed to tell us right, so I did it.
Oh, okay. That's it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so start off by saying your first name. What'd you do when you first got your paper? Why so? How'd you feel after taking the test? Why?
Because I didn't read any of the directions. So
Okay. If you could do this again, what would you do differently?
I actually did the directions.
Well, this one's more powerful is the problem. So like, if you have your own account, it might block you on certain things you can download or something like that. So it's easier. If you ever run into a problem with it,
So when you guys were doing the paper, you guys were the only group to talk to each other. Why is that? Yeah, to work together.
Well, I sit in the table with
I mean, you did it.
Yeah, they did. Why? Like, did you guys feel uncomfortable or anything? Or awkward? Teamwork.
I fall. I don't.
Okay, then that's it, cause yeah.
My next project is called the Super Effect. Also be selective attention, which requires more attention than just reading the words. Also, what kind of speed they can process things at. So for each of these, they were given two minutes to complete the task.
The super effects works as the words themselves interfere with the ability to quickly say the correct color of the words.
So for my first person, they had to say the color of the words that matches their writing. Let's take a look.
Okay. White. Brown. Purple. Orange. Gray. Gold. Silver. Lime green. Green. Purple. White. Red. Brown. Black. Brown. Blue. Yellow. Yellow. Light blue.
For the second person, how to say the color of the words that are different from the writing. So basically, it's the color that the words are written in.
Green, purple, light green, red, yellow, orange, pink, red, purple, pink, green, light pink, brown, blue, blue, orange, gray, orange, light pink, black.
After I was done conducting the experiment, I asked the test subjects a couple of questions. Here is their answers.
Okay, so how'd you feel reading the cards?
Neutral.
Neutral.
It messed up my mind.
Why? Explain to me why you feel like that.
Because it had 2 different colors and I had to say what color it was really.
Why'd you feel neutral?
Because I just had to read the cards.
Okay.